hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? Wait! Don't go just yet. I've been practicing for this. Here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are Sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Mr. Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you. Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor? I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next Sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? Thanks a bunch.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here. Light years.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today? You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago. Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth. So I can talk to him, of course. Sort of the strong side. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining. Would you? I don't... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back. He doesn't talk. Plus, he's got... You think that's what I'm looking for? Not in Stellar Bay. Everyone else who isn't taken? Besides...
Well, Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna. Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Thanks to the so-called hazard, we've kept ourselves in business by...
You talk like Graham.
Always sounds nice, doesn't it? But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself...
Indeed. Mr. Nandi.
on our terms.
And if our advert...
It's a two-pronged approach. Not long, but the same. If you can get...
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defense... I'll need to gather some supplemental...
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old... in these days. Saying what? Which way? That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do? I see. Well, that's excellent. What else can I do for you? Then it's... I've... Not intentionally. For many years... Really? I always thought they were...
Here, though, the results were mixed.
And as the other... That's also what I thought. Oh, we... Very well. What can I do for you?